Hey, it's Jared from Impact 90, and today we're going to be looking at how we can add text, photos, and spacers to a basic page. Okay, so let's get started. In the last video, we talked about the settings, which can always be found through the gear icon of each section or each element of the basic page, just to do a quick little review. So that's how you get to the settings. And today we're actually going to get in and add some text, spacers, and images. So the first thing that pops open is text. So we'll call this our title. So title of page. And we're going to highlight it. And these are the font options we have: heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and code. Let's not worry about code for right now, but we have these three font options and then normal. Normal is essentially body text. Um, there's heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. These can all be changed I'll just save this. These can all be changed if you go out to here, you go into the design section, and you go into the site styles. That's where they have all the fonts, their sizes, etc. But for right now, let's not worry about that. So today we're going to just add some text, and so we'll add title of page. We're going to center it. I'm going to use heading 1 because it's the biggest heading. I'm going to make it bold. And underneath that, I'm going to have a subsection using heading 2, and this will be called subsection using heading 2. And we'll just copy and paste that a couple times, just so we have an idea of what the website could look like. You know, the different types of text. And then underneath, we'll have the normal text, and this will just be normal text and body of basic page text. And we'll just copy and paste this a couple times just to try to build it out. It's always good just to give an idea of what this could essentially look like. So there we go, there we go. Maybe there's another paragraph. There we go. There's a line of text, etc., etc. So then we have our title, our title of page, our different types of text, and this is a text block. Okay. Now, as we scroll down here, we're going to scroll back up here. Maybe we want to add a photo. So anytime you see a teardrop like this, it means you can add an element. So I could add an element right here. I could add, today we're going to, like I said, we're going to focus on text, spacers, and images. Now you'll see there's so many things you can add, but we'll eventually get there. But we're just going to focus on the basics, which are text, spacers, and images. So this is a text block, as you can see. I'm going to click out of it. See what says text. And if we wanted to, we could add a spacer. Maybe we want to space that out. So now we've added a spacer, and you can manipulate the size as such. So we've added a spacer, but let's take that spacer out for the time being because I like the way that it looks currently. With this spacing is fine. But let's add an image right above it. And this image is going to be, we're going to do a search for image. I can upload an image and I'll be able to grab something from my desktop. Or I could do a search for image, and you can use Unsplash, which is a vault of essentially a bunch of stock photos. So we'll use this cool photo of some jellyfish, and we'll hit add to site. There's a lot more that we can get into with the design of this, but we're going to leave that for future videos. So look out for a video on, diving deeper with the images and being able to edit them and have them do different things. But for right now, we'll just have the image be as it is. Now, as you see, it takes up the entire page. And maybe I like that. Some people like that. Many of my sites, I do like that. Maybe I want to create more of a margin. So in order to do that, I'll click back in here. I'll click the teardrop, and I'm going to add a spacer. I get the spacer, and I can move it around. I can drop it. I can drop it here. No, I don't like it there. I'll take it out of there. Maybe I'll put it between the picture and the text. I can manipulate it, make it bigger or smaller. I don't like it there either. So actually, I'm not going to delete it. I'll just move it to the side. So I'll move it over here to the side of my image. And if I drop it right there, you see how the line is going up and down? It will take up the entire space of the side of this particular page. So I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to drop it just right there. You see how it doesn't extend all the way down? The line doesn't extend. When I drop it right there, now it's just on this side of the image and it doesn't affect the rest of the text or the rest of the blocks on this particular page. And I'll go ahead and I'll drag it over. Just like, no, I'll do just like this. I'll leave it right there. And underneath, I'm going to create another spacer just so I can have it symmetrical, not equidistant, symmetrical. And I'll drop it right there. And there we go. And now, once I drag this over, now the photo is centered and there's spacing on each side. And I like the way that looks. So this is a very simple crash course, a first video on how you can add spacers, images, and text to a basic page, and then we'll hit save. And there you have it. That is exactly how that will look on the website. If someone comes to the website and it's Jellyfish, title of page, I have the different font sizes, how that would look, the spacing on the side, and I can always see how it's going to look on my mobile. So there would be the top. There's the photo. Here's, the heading 1, heading 2, and then this is the normal or the body text. In the next video, we are going to dive a little bit deeper into how we're going to be able to manipulate images. And we'll look specifically at this image and all that we can do. So we'll see you there. Thanks.